Hello, I'm Valentina Isis, the goddess of astrology, and welcome to your astrological forecast for November 2017. Now, I'm going to be talking about the different astrological aspects, how are they going to be affecting you, and by the end of the reading, I'm going to be pulling out some angel cards for better guidance. Now, I want to let you guys know that this month, I'm going to be having a contest for a free astrological reading. So, if you want to be the next winner, all you have to do is follow me on Instagram at valentina.isis, where you're going to be able to find out all the rules and info for this contest. Now, don't forget to give this video a like. Thank you so much for all your beautiful comments, and please share, because the 3 videos that share the most this month, I will be doing a mid-month reading for you guys. All right, guys, so tune into the ripple with me. Hello Earth signs, and welcome to your astrological forecast for November 2017. Now this works if your sun, moon, or ascendant is in an Earth sign. Alright guys? So first I'm going to start with the astrological aspects, and then I'm going to go into each sign, pull out some cards, and tell you specifically how it's going to be affecting you. So the number one thing that I want you guys to know is that there's a lot of energy this month in the sign of Scorpio. We have Jupiter, we have the Sun, Venus, and Mars in this sector, pulling us to be more mysterious, pulling us to be more secretive, pulling us to go deeper into what we might see, to go into the depths of things, to really penetrate the situation, penetrate what seems to be real. So during this month, there's going to be a lot of energy in being intimate, a lot of energy in really getting deep, a lot of energy in wanting to find the truth, a lot of energy in not being afraid to be vulnerable, a lot of energy that is trying to help us find our power once again. And it's almost like a welcoming to Jupiter, because Jupiter just recently changed signs in the sign of Scorpio. So there's all this energy preparing you to start putting the intentions on this good beneficial energy that will be happening for the next upcoming year. So I'll be saying what affects in each one and how it's going to be affecting each sign for this Scorpioic energy. And the good thing is that Scorpio is a water sign, so it naturally gets along with all the earth signs. So I do see this being a beneficial energy for you guys. Now, we also have a beautiful aspect that is between Saturn and Uranus. The Saturn, which is the planet of discipline, of following the rules, of being constrictive, of being hardworking, of having that very conservative energy, and Uranus being that energy that is very rebellious, anarchist, going against the current, being authentic, being somebody that breaks the rules and finding their own voice, their own freedom, and breaking free from restrictions and orders. So these two energies, when they're working in harmonious aspect, which is going to be happening the 11th of November, and it's not going to happen ever again until like 50 years to come, that means that this energy is going to be practically like a revolution or some sudden event in our lives that guarantees us a new beginning with more stability, especially in the things that we've been working on, which is this past 2 years, Saturn and Sagittarius. So it's going to kind of culminate and everything's going to come full circle at this moment. This is the time where everything just ties up together, and it's about the revolution that we're going to have in order for us to have a more stable and grounded and secure future for ourselves. Now, we also have a beautiful day, November 13th, where Venus and Jupiter get together, which means that this is a day to make a wish in this new upcoming year, especially when it comes to the aspects and the energies of Scorpio and how it affects you. And we are also having on November 22nd, Neptune moving forward, which means that the veil of illusion is coming on again, because Neptune is the planet of spirituality, of intuition, of mysticism, of things that connect you to the source, connect you to God, and where reminds you that we're all interconnected, that this is all an illusion. So it's also a planet that for spiritual people can really help them manifest a lot of things, but for people who are more practical and down to earth, Neptune can become a source of a lot of headaches because it creates a lot of illusions. So I'll be letting you guys know exactly where is it that you need to guide. You guys need to keep your feet very grounded, where you need to be keeping away any sort of illusions and being more attentive so you don't fall into them. So let's first start with our beautiful Taurus. Okay, Taurus. So for you, the major energies that we're having for Scorpio is in your sector of relationships, which means that this is a month of relationships, Taurus. If you are partnered up, I see that this is a time for harmony, for being in love, for bringing more commitment. Definitely go out with your mate, definitely be with them. This is bringing harmony, so if there's been any sort of anger or friction, this is the time where everything smooths out. For any Taurus out there who is single, this is a time where I do see you meeting somebody. I see you either meeting some sort of business partner or meeting a person, a real person to have some sort of commitment with. So this is practically a love month for you. And if you want to know more about your love life, what is the perfect love partnership for you, you can always make an appointment with me in the link below, right down here. So all of this energy is coming into your sector of compromise, your sector of sharing yourself, your sector of marriage, your sector of love. So this is beginning a year of love for you, all right, Taurus? If you have not found the one, you're going to find the one this year, and it very well could be this month. If you're in a terrible relationship or some sort of relationship that is destructive, even though you guys are married, this is the time that Jupiter actually balances out any sort of issue in your relationships by either taking you away from this that no longer serves you and getting you a better person, or finding that person to actually get married with. Fantastic, amazing, auspicious time to get married, but it's a great time for relationships. Practically all month, relationships. Now, the energy between Saturn and Uranus that you're having has to do a lot with the very depths of your own self, Taurus. You are having a major shifts that are so deep that only you can perceive them. They're very deep shifts that could be changing you. You could have had a lot of constriction and restriction in healing yourself from the past, healing yourself from any sort of psychological trauma or anything that is just no longer serving you, and this could have affected your sexual life, this could have affected your intimate life, this could have affected the way that you handle other people's monies. All of these things could have been affected in your life these past 2 years. So now that we're having this revolutionary situation in Uranus in your sudden house, and your house of sudden endings, so there could be some sort of end to something that just needs to die, something that just needs to finish, something from the past that needs to be let go of, some sort of addiction, some sort of anything that just needs to be let go of in your past. So here Uranus might be giving you some sort of sudden illusion and sudden awareness in the things that you no longer need in your life. And this could help you heal yourself and have a more stable psychological mind, a more stable intimate life, and a more stable relationship with other people's monies. So this is the time where I'm seeing these two things really coming together. Now for November 22nd, we have Neptune is going to start bringing a little bit of illusions in your sector of friendships and associations and groups. So associations and groups and friendships can definitely be helping you get connected to source, connected to spirit, especially if you are involved in sort of group organizations that have to do with spiritualism. This will be fantastic for you. But just be very realistic about your friendships, Taurus. Do not let yourself be talked into cloud 9 about your friends. Be very realistic. Try to look at the good and the bad of your friends. Try to really see so you don't get any sort of deceptions in the future. All right, so what do we have for Taurus? Taurus, November 2017. So, Taurus. Ooh, exactly what I said. So here we have, the first card we have is that you are an entrepreneur. You are a very strong entrepreneur. This is the time right now where you're learning about your power, coming to your own power, coming to your own transformation. And it's also going to help you find maybe a business partner. So this is a good time to find a business partner during this month, or to balance out any sort of animosities with your business partner. This is also going to help you either get into some really big commitment. So there could be some sort of commitment with a person, like a marriage or your loved one, or there could be a new commitment with a business partner. But more than anything, there's going to be a commitment where you're going to be giving yourself to someone in a relationship, and this could be business or love. But it's going to be very strong for you this month. And also it tells me, the angels are telling me, you need to open your heart. Okay, open your heart to relationships, open your heart to others, open your heart to people to help you, open your heart to to anything. You know, this is the time to really heal your heart chakra. And since you are going through this sudden shift and sudden event in your life that is going to give you more balance and more stability in your future, this is going to happen for you in your sector of letting things go that no longer serve you, letting things go that are not good for you. So open your heart chakra to heal all these past traumas and psychological like buildup that is inside of you. Also, getting connected with your children could be something really good, or your own inner child. There could be a strong sense of children at this time, or even your own infancy. You could be running through memory lane this month. But there is a strong connection with your children. I definitely suggest get in touch with your children. There's a strong connection also with your inner child. Go out and have fun, especially with your loved one if you're in a relationship. And if you're not, go out and have fun anyways. This is the month to socialize. What are you doing? So you need to socialize. And by the end, we have innocence, which means that this is going to help you bring that innocence back into yourself. You know, you're discovering so much dirt that you could have been building up inside of your closet of skeletons, that you could be a little bit traumatized of all the things that maybe you've been tainted with. But by the end of the month, you're going to be feeling this innocent energy again, this innocent of purification run through your psyche, through yourself, and through your friends and your loved ones and everybody, especially your relationship. So this is a time for purification of your internal world more than anything. All right, Taurus? All right, Taurus, I really hope this was of help to you. Now let's go to the sign of Virgo. Alrighty, Virgo. So Virgo, for you, we have that Scorpio energy that is very intense at this time in your sector of communication, siblings. How is it that you're relating to others? How is your skills, your way of learning, your courage, your willpower, your effort? So here, Jupiter is going to give you lots and lots of energy for effort, especially when it comes to writing, to skills, to trading, anything with your hands. Be ready to learn new things, be ready to expand your mind, be ready to have lots of beautiful things come to you from your siblings at this time. And I also see that your communication is fantastic at this time. The only thing that maybe I might advise you is be careful, because you are also having Mars in the sector of communication, so you could get a little aggressive with your communication. And we already know you got a little sharp tongue, so just know that Mars is in here. Choose your battles wisely, choose when to back off, and choose when to let it go if the subject doesn't even matter, if it's not even worth trying to compete. And but nonetheless, I see contracts being signed. I see lots of communication, lots of expression. You could be writing a lot for any Virgos out there who are writers. And you're also having lots of connections with your siblings, and you're having courage to showcase your talents. So this is very strong energy for going out there and showing yourself up to the world. Fantastic time to do that. And the good energy that you're having between Saturn and Uranus has to do with your home life, your domestic life, your roots, your groundedness, your private sector that has been giving you some sort of issues these past 2 years. You could have been feeling a sense of homelessness for the past 2 years, and this could have been driving you insane. You are an earth sign. This is not something that you don't like being up in the air about situations. So with Uranus being in your sector of commitments, other people's monies, power, sex, and intimacy, there could be some major shift, like there could be some sudden events in your life that are happening out of nowhere, Virgo, but this is actually bringing you more stability, especially for this November 11th. So if you see any sudden event in your life, any sudden gain or loss, or any sudden intimate connection, sexuality, all these things, getting closer to your psyche and to your inner self is definitely helping you at this time. So you could be having some sort of revolutionary internal shift inside of you that is actually helping you gain more roots in your life, gain more stability, and gain more of a home in your domestic life. And this could be an awakening of why is it that you've been having this sort of homelessness all this time. And you could have some sort of like, wow, now I get it. Now I know how to stabilize myself and create this nest, create this new foundation of my life that I really want to embark. And for Neptune, all right, Virgo, you got one tricky Neptune. Neptune is in your 7th house of relationships. So you need to be very grounded in relationships. Neptune, you are in la la land. You are imagining way too many things before it happens. You meet somebody and your mind just goes into romantic mode up to cloud 9 and even above, and you're just like, oh, we're gonna get married, we're gonna go to Hawaii, it's gonna be amazing. And you're failing to see people's flaws, okay? Nobody's perfect, people do have flaws, and you need to acknowledge this in your romances and in your relationships where you give yourself into some sort of commitment, because you're playing savior, you're trying to save people, you're not seeing things clearly in your relationships, and you're thinking that your loved one is the best and the ultimate and the oh my gosh, and then I don't know where they become human, they err, and you're like, oh, you are deceiving me, you are a person that is not, you tricked me. So you need to be careful with this, okay? And the only way to catch this is by catching yourself not imagining too much before it happens, okay? Step by step. If you want to go to Hawaii and get married, when you get the ring and when you get the ticket to go to Hawaii, you can go off on your romantic, venture. But before that happens, don't start building castles in the sky, okay, Virgo? So let's see. We have Virgo, November 2017. Virgo, November 2017. All right, Virgo. So the cards that we have here for you is time to go. Time to go and close this chapter. Okay, there's an energy that is telling me, the angels are telling me, you need to close this chapter. You need to just conclude the situation, conclude this romance, conclude this thing, but there has to be an energy of like moving on. Okay, now we're moving on. We're moving on into something better. We're moving on into something good. You are having this sudden shift internally, so there could be some sort of like something could have really given you a low blow, and you're getting yourself back up from your feet. But there is that energy of just brush your shoulders off and let's move forward. So we got time to go, time to make action, time to start taking action in the things that you want to do and not be waiting around anymore. I also see that you're learning how to handle your energy. There's an energy work that is happening here for you. So you are very attentive, you are very talkative, you're very expressive at this time, and this is creating an energy work that could be attracting good things into your life. So you're learning about energy. Also, healing of yourself could be something really good. You could do some sort of Reiki or energy work, or music therapy, or aura healing. Any of these things could definitely be amazing for you. Any sort of holistic therapy could be fantastic for you. And this could be the revolutionary healing that happens within yourself that gives you that ability to have a better security in your life. Also, give yourself an opportunity to forgive and forget. Okay, Virgo? Forgive and forget whatever the hell happened. Forgive and forget whatever is in the past. Remember that when we don't forgive, life will turn us into what we haven't forgiven, so we can finally come to the conclusion of being compassionate to our enemy and forgive. So if you don't want that, time to forgive. And what can help you forgive is see only love. Realize that everybody in the world is broken, okay? Virgo, I know you're a perfectionist. You truly outshine yourself and you truly make us look really bad. You do. But just know that at the end of the day, we are all broken and we are all imperfect in our own perfection. So if you see only love in these things, you will see the divinity in everything, which is exactly what you're looking for. You're the virgin. You're the one looking for the most pure of energy. So it's Virgo. And I'm seeing family. There's going to be a very close energy into family, and this is fantastic for you, Virgo, because you've been going through a time where family and home and all of these root-causing things of your life are just causing so much pain, and things are being restructured. So I'm seeing that by the end of the month, you could be having a stronger bond with your family, you could be healing any sort of wounds with your family, and you could be getting closer to your home life, which is practically closing the chapters of all these lessons that Saturn has been giving us for the past 2 years. Alrighty, Virgo, I really hope this was of help to you. And now let's go to the sign of Capricorn. Alrighty, Capricorn, so you, oh my Capricorns, it's been a really tough 2 years. But guess what? You're at the end. You are at the finish line of all these crazy things that have been happening, all these losses, right? Lots of losses. So just know that you can't go more lower than this. And from here on, there's just gain, okay? Especially in December, is just going to exponentially grow, all right? So you have a lot of energy, of this Scorpio energy in your sector of friendships, acquaintances, groups of people, social networks, dreams and aspirations, and gains from the company that you work for, which means that this upcoming year and this month especially, you could be meeting people. I definitely suggest for you to go out. Capricorn, this is not the month to be staying at home. You need to go out, you need to socialize, you need to make friends. Right now, you can meet the perfect person that is going to connect you to the other thing and the other thing to make your dreams come true. So this is the month. Go out, meet people, enjoy yourself, network, have your business cards ready, pass them on, meet others, get into some sort of group, some sort of organizations, meet other people, because right now you have the potential of gaining lots of money if you collaborate. Okay? If you collaborate, if you share yourself, if you go out of your way and create bonds and groups and associations and groups, this is going to bring you more gains into your life, it's going to bring you happiness, and it could even make some dreams of yours come true. All right? Jupiter is in a very, very good sector right now for you. So this is a gift that is going to start shifting all your life. Okay? And this month we start. So I definitely suggest November 13, make a wish. And you especially, Capricorn, because you're in the house of wishes. Make a true wish. Where is it that you want to go to? What are you looking for? Where do you want to end up? Who do you need to meet to get connected to where you want to go? Make that wish. And also we have this beautiful trine happening between your sector of letting things go and your home life. There could be a sudden move, a sudden home change, a sudden buying of real estate, changing of real estate, sudden move, sudden renovation in your home, sudden family situation, sudden shift in your family, sudden something in your domestic life is bringing you more stability in your subconscious. So what this means is that subconsciously, the reason why all these things have been happening this past 2 years is because Saturn, your planet, has been trying to clean up your subconscious self. So all those negative things, all those depressions, all those pessimistic outlooks, all those things that just debilitate you. Come on, Capricorn, you're so ambitious and you're so badass, and then you are so tough on yourself that it actually ruins it. So don't do that. Like, there's so many things that at this time you're realizing, why am I being like that? I need to let go of this. I need to let go of that. I really hate my job, but I'm deadly afraid to leave it, but I need to leave it. So yeah, like, this is the time to just let go and find actual, like, a feeling of reviving yourself when you release these things that are just holding you down. So you're going to have more stability in your subconscious. You're going to have a more stable subconscious mind that leads you more towards believing in yourself, towards believing in your dreams, towards believing in what you want to do, towards believing in who you are. You are the most prone sign for depression, Capricorn, because you're just too tough on yourself. So this shift, this sudden event that could happen in the roots of yourself, in the security of yourself, in the home sector, in the private sector, can bring a sudden shift in your subconscious where you feel more grounded in what is really valuable and true to you. And it could even bring a sudden spiritual awakening inside your life as well. So Neptune now, Neptune for the 22nd, you have Neptune in the sector of learning, in the sector of how you interact with the immediate environment, other friendships, relationships, expressions of self, how you communicate. So at this time when Neptune goes in here, you have a vivid imagination, Capricorn. I definitely suggest for you to start writing. Write. You can tap into the other world of spirit, understand all these crazy spiritual laws, and actually come out and write it and make it make sense for the world. You have that ability. And it doesn't have to be only in writing. It could be in music. It could be in art. It could be in anything. You're tapping into such a deep, profound, spiritual, artistic things that you can manifest them even later. So you have that. Also be careful. You're not going on time to your places. Like, you're more aloof, all right? Your head's everywhere, so don't try to put too many things in front of you. Really try to be early to things. Like, I'm talking about like an hour, 2 hours before, so you actually get there on time, because this could be something very prone that could be happening. And just vivid imagination more than anything. And your communication, be clear, okay? This is a time to be more clear in your communication, but you're also having the ability to razzle-dazzle them with your communication. So let's see. Capricorn, November 2017. What do we have for Capricorn? Oops. Alrighty, Capricorn, so you're stepping into the month with an energy of giving and receiving, okay? You could have been giving a lot, and this is the time where you want to receive, or you could be receiving a lot for the past two months, and this is the time where you want to give. So life is going to balance out these things. Remember, giving and receiving is like inhalations and exhalations. So if you're inhaling too much or exhaling too much, you actually get off rhythm. So this is the time to balance out the scales of fairness. And if you've been finding yourself being unfair or being too giving or being too taking, this is where things are going to balance. So just know that this is how the energies are working at the beginning of the month. If there's something that you need to balance out already, do it. Don't wait until the universe does it for you. Also, this is going to help you be more assertive. So there could be an energy, being more assertive with receiving and being more assertive with giving. Life is telling you to be assertive, that if there's something in your life, tackle it down, head on. Don't get scared. Saturn in the 12th house can definitely bring out a lot of hidden fears that you might not have had. So this is, the angels are telling me, be assertive, go for it, especially this month. This month you can meet the right people. This is the time where you're shining in friendships. People are liking you a lot. So just go and make friends, have fun. Really, that's what it's all about. That's what friends are all for, having fun. And also, the angels are saying this could be a time for also listening, especially by the end of the month where we're stepping into your ending house. This is a time for listening. Again, listening to yourself, listening to your inner calling, listening to your inner situation. Good time. It's been a good time for this past 2 years to have a little bit of isolation for yourself so you can actually listen to the things that you're truly looking for and want in your life. And to be able to listen to your heart. Okay, remember that the mind is the voice that never stops talking and that keeps blah, 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 that insists. And the heart is that voice that just says it once and doesn't try to insist it again. It's like when you're like, man, I knew that was going to happen, but I didn't say anything about it. Like that's your intuition. That's your heart actually telling you. So listen, and there could be some sort of listening that has to happen with your relationship. Either you need to listen to your partner, you need to listen to the relationship, you need to listen to your needs, you need to listen to your lover's needs, but there's a sort of situation with relationships that is also happening for you during this time. And this could be relationships with yourself, with friends, or with your divine self, or with your loved one. And all of this, seeing whatever situation happens, seeing the people involved, seeing everything, because we're coming to the conclusion of all these lessons and we're coming to the tying of the knot of all of these things that just happened. This is a good time to see only love, okay? Capricorn, see only love in the situation, see only love in other people, see only love in others. And understand that everybody's broken. Nobody's perfect, nobody's doing everything perfect. So if you just are able to see love, this is going to give you the compassion that you need so you can attune yourself to some better energies than the angrier, more darker energies. All right, Capricorn? Thank you so much for letting me do your reading today. Earth signs, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for all your likes. Thank you for all your beautiful comments. They definitely lift my spirits up and makes me feel very good. I love you guys so much. And thank you so much for sharing this video, remember that the element that shares their video the most will have an extended version in the mid-month of your reading. Alright guys, I'll be seeing you guys next time, and remember, if you want to have a private reading with me about any sort of issue, you can definitely have a private reading with me in the link here below. Alright guys, I'll be seeing you for next time.